think it's useful to balance the discussion and say that if you're fasting, if you're not doing it right, if you're doing it excessively, if you're not even supposed to be fasting, you may experience side effects, feeling unwell, experiencing headaches, tiredness, constipation. You might develop excessive weight loss. You might find that if you're doing intermittent fasting, you might overeat and indulge in unhealthy food during your eating window. So if you're doing the 16-8 intermittent fast, for example, what you might find is that because you're maybe not prepared for it, or you're not mentally ready, whichever the case, you find that you've effectively starved yourself for 16 hours. And when it comes to the 8 hours, you think, right, you're ready now, and you think that's the time to wolf so much down. But that's not the point. The point is, even though that is your eating window, you are still supposed to eat healthily. You're still supposed to eat with moderation. And it is not an excuse to put in excessive amounts of unhealthy food into that 8-hour window because you've starved yourself for 16 hours. So that could be one effect that that's a clear example of somebody who is not carrying out their intermittent fasting properly. It's not going to work, and it could be very harmful. Okay. What else? People with certain medical conditions or health conditions, or they're taking certain medication, people who have eating disorders, people who are elderly, pregnant, breastfeeding, or trying to have a baby. Those individuals are at greater risk if they're undergoing a fast, so they should not. Fasting is not for them, or if at all, it has to be very well regulated with their medical practitioner or dietitian to help to identify what is appropriate for them to be eating.